everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back. And in this video, I'll be showing you how I add Marley hair on top of my locks for a pop of color. I do not want to dye my hair, but I do want some highlights, some streaks for the summertime. So I got some Marley hair in a light brown, dark blonde color. This is not necessarily the best Marley hair out there, but it doesn't really matter that much as long as it's kinky textured hair. So first you want to cut off a small piece and tie it to the end of your lock. Now this will make it a lot easier at the end when you're sealing the ends. Although this part is not absolutely necessary, it is very helpful. So what I do is braid it or struggle braid it onto the end of my lock, leaving some excess, leaving about an inch, making sure that it's about an inch longer than my lock so I have something to work with later on. Here's how I wrap the Marley hair on my lock. Starting at the root of my hair and at the end of a strand of Marley hair, I begin to wrap the Marley hair around my lock, making sure that I wrap the Marley hair over the end so that the end is not poking out, and also to make sure that it's secured on my lock. Now you want to hold your lock taut as well as the Marley hair to make sure that it stays smooth and it doesn't unravel. Another tip that will help the Marley hair from unraveling is as you wrap it around, once you complete a 360 wrapping the Marley hair around your lock, you want to twist the Marley hair 180 degrees and then wrap it again and continue that process. It's not necessary that you do the 180 turn every single time, but I do recommend that you do it frequently. That's going to help the Marley hair from unraveling. In case the way I explained it was a little unclear, I have a slow motion clip right here. Basically, all I'm doing is wrapping it around, twisting it, and then wrapping it around again, and I'm repeating that process, wrapping it around, twisting it, wrapping it around, twisting it. Just flick that wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. When you're wrapping the hair around your lock, you want to be mindful. You want to look in the mirror and make sure that you're completely covering your lock. You don't want any of your black hair or whatever hair color you have, you don't want that exposed. Or maybe you do, but I don't think you do. So you want to wrap it up so that it doesn't peek through from underneath. Now we're working with synthetic hair, so it's really important that you make sure it doesn't tangle as you wrap it around. So as you wrap it around, so you want to make sure that you smooth it out with your fingertips every single wrap around. And if your hair is long like mine, then you'll probably run out of hair before you finish up your lock. So to add on hair, you can just simply use the same technique that you used in the beginning when you wrapped it on in the first place. Basically just wrap the Marley hair at the end along the other end and then wrap the hair around it to secure it in place. Keep on making your 360-degree turns and then flick the wrist to make that 180 and then make your 360 again and repeat until you get to the end of your lock. Now, once you get to the end of your lock, I recommend that you braid it or twist it onto the excess hair that you left out from earlier. You don't really need to do this for far. Just braid it to the point where, you have something to hold on to. And then you can cut off the excess hair that you did not braid. Yeah, it's going to unravel, but that's fine. Now you want to take your lighter and then light it at the end. You want to make sure that you are not lighting your own hair, okay? That's why it's good that I'm using a light hair color here so I know I'm not burning my black hair. So basically, you want to run the flame along the ends of the lock so that it melts a little bit. And you want to blow it before you start to pat it in place, okay? Or so you're going to burn your finger. Blow it a little bit and then then you can maneuver it and mold it into a sealed end. And there you have it. It's pretty simple. It's definitely a healthy way to add some temporary color to your hair. If your hair came out pretty frizzy, definitely take a shear, run it along so that you get rid of all the stray hairs. Add color to as many locks as you like. I added to 10 locks. Leave me a comment below, thumbs this video up, Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Thanks for watching. Love, light, and locks.